Hey gang, this is Andy over at Falco Canine Academy. Hey, I'm really happy to show you this program that we got, Falco Canine Academy's Onyx Program. We've been doing it now for about, I want to say 5 years. Aldo Secchi and myself, we developed this program together. After a dog by the name of Onyx grabbed one of our trainers by the arm and pulled him nearly to the ground. We eventually worked with that dog. We developed this Onyx program. We put him through it, and the dog is a happy member of the family. The neighbor, as a matter of fact, came to us after we got done training that dog and thanked us for training that dog for his neighbor. They didn't even know each other. The neighbor came over on his own and wanted to thank us for helping him with that dog. So that was fantastic. So we've been using this program for aggressive dogs that were probably slated for euthanasia, to save their lives and to find a way to keep them around, and it's been very successful. So we got a dog by the name of Ranger. I want to introduce you. You saw him here in a little bit in the beginning where he was dropped off at our office, and I want to tell you, actually, the first time I saw this dog, he was worse. So on this particular day, we had a number of people there, so I think the number of people that were there probably powered him down a little bit because he wasn't sure how he was going to bite everybody because there were so many people. But we got him into our program, and we're going to take you through a little bit of the steps that we went through. Now, we want to keep this video kind of short. I think it's going to be probably about 15 minutes, so I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to keep these down to about 2 minutes, but I wanted to show you a little bit about our program. Now, I want to also tell you, do not try to do this based on this video because there's some steps in the middles that you're missing. None of them are harsh. None of them are using anything other than what we're going to tell you on these videos. So it's just more informational. Do not copy what we're doing here because you don't want to miss any of the steps that it takes to get to the point that we get with my children. That's a little bit of a surprise. You'll see at the end. All right. So stay tuned. We're gonna talk about it right now. Ready? Let's go. All right, here he is. Awesome dog. He just loved me. He wanted to take a bite out of me. You see him here. He's barking at each person as he goes by. He can't think of who he wants to get the most. So here I'm going to demonstrate how this dog has a propensity to try to become aggressive, try to bite somebody as they're walking away. That's his biggest crutch. And he's looking at me with an evil eye, but not until I walk away. Look at this. Here he is in slow motion. Ready? Watch this. He goes after me. And whammo. Got a hold of me. That was awesome. I love my job. All right, so we put him in the program. We withhold food for about 24 hours. And I know some of you are going to find that very difficult to handle, but it's like us fasting. Not a big deal. We withhold food for about 24 hours, and we begin to work. So day 3, we begin to replicate a little bit of what causes this dog some grief, and that's people running away or running towards them, running away, that kind of stuff. And each step of the way, the dog gets a little bit better. I've instructed John, the gentleman holding the leash right now, how to correct the dog. And again, we're only using a flat collar. We took the pinch collar off, as you saw in the first video that the owners put on. We're using the flat collar. We're using food as a motivator. Again, we fasted the dog for 24 hours. Our assistant trainer there, Elias, he takes off, and he's coming to the dog, taking off. In here, the dog showed less aggression as the guy ran away, and he's showing more aggression as he comes forward. So we're going to correct the dog again, and Elias is going to come up. Now, he's going to be a little tentative here. Now, I'd rather not see him that tentative because that kind of gets into the dog's wheelhouse where he feels strong. So we don't want to do that. We actually want to come in with some purpose. But anyway, didn't hurt. We came back. Now he's showing a little bit more relaxed. Give the dog. The dog is taking the food with a little bit more gusto than we like. So we worked on that over the next period of time, which was another 5 or 6 or 7 days, something like that. And we got the dog where we want him. So you see on day 3, we're already making progress. We're able to approach the dog, give him some hot dogs. And then Elias is able to walk away without the dog showing any aggression. And then we just picked it up from there. So we brought it down to where the dog can handle it. So here we are on day 7. We're out the field where we do canine training with our obedience class. And I brought Ranger out and started working around a bunch of people that he doesn't know. I help Ranger get into that sit position because I don't want him to have to overthink. I don't want to overdo his brain. Now, a Malinois, and some of our police officers with Malinois are going to not like this, but I don't want to overtax his brain. So I help him get in the position as opposed to command get in the position. John takes off, acts like he's going to run away. The dog holds his position. Remember, we've been working on this for several days. This isn't just like a couple hours. So I don't want any of you to get the misconception that this happened overnight. We've been working on this. So John runs away. The dog actually, I think, got startled. It wasn't aggression. So Day 15. We're talking about 2 weeks after the dog got brought up. I'm able to bring this dog around my children, believe it or not. And my wife let me. How crazy is that? Again, all those people watching this, all you amateur trainers that are thinking about getting this business, do not consider even doing this until you've had some experience. Reading the dog's body language, reading the dog's behavior. This dog has been through several days. I knew that at this point I could bring this dog to my home with my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old and let this dog get this close to my children.
Come on, buddy.
Again, he's excitable, so you can see his ears pinned forward at the side of seeing my 2-year-old run. I reward the dog by bringing him back to me and his showing attention to me. My 4-year-old takes off. I turn the dog's attention. Wow, lots of praise. Look at that. And that's just part of the progress that we made over the last 15 days. They all run back. Again, I'm trying to keep this dynamic, trying to keep it exciting, because this is what really turns that dog on. He feels he has to engage. And when he engages, unfortunately, this dog uses his teeth. Here I make my 4-year-old replicate what happened when the man got bit. And I'll show you the picture later on about what happened when the man got bit. And he holds his position. That's why I'm praising him up. He thought about chasing, but he stopped. You see the big yawn there? That's all a nervous behavior. He's like, how can I deal with this? I want to chase her. And that yawn is his way of getting rid of some of that stress, because he knows he's not good. He's like an alcoholic sitting in a bar right now. He wants to do something. He wants to give chase, but he's not doing it, and he's in conflict. So the yawn, you're going to see him smell the ground here in a minute. He's going to go, oh, well, there's something interesting. I'm going to smell this instead of look at what's going on. And he glances up. He can't help himself. Again, it's like that drunk looking at that glass of whiskey going, oh, I want it. I want to smell it. And dogs show that same kind of behavior. It's awesome. So here I get my daughter to do it again. And look at his mouth is closed. So he's tense. He's not relaxed. Oh, mouth opens up. He showed me a little relaxation. That's good. Oh, there's bicyclists coming by. They may have come by at the right time to kind of distract him from my daughter running around, but that's okay. He didn't jump up and lunge at them either. Now I'm having my children run. He loves it when people run by, right? He wants to chase them down. Mouth open. I give him a pet, showing him, I need you relaxed. That's awesome. I'm showing him that I recognize what he's doing. I'm recognizing as his leader, as his God, as his spiritual leader. Mouth is tight. He's thinking, look, no pet. Wait for it. And a little pet. Nice after the fact. Take him a little closer. I want to make sure that distance wasn't an issue, because sometimes distance could be the thing that's getting you success, which is okay. But let's take him a little bit closer and see what we get. Got my children riding their scooters. Scooters, that makes them move a little bit faster. Makes it a little bit more challenging for the dog. Oh, he opened his mouth. Did you see that? That's nice. Now I'm walking down the sidewalk just as if my clients were going to be walking down the sidewalk with their dog, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes kids on scooters. So we want to make sure that I'm getting this dog in a place that's going to be helpful to them when they're walking around their neighborhood. I blocked him out there with my knee because he was showing a little bit of attention. Now he's fast, so I want to make sure that I block him out with my knee to make sure he doesn't get to my daughter before I have a chance to stop him. All right. So I'm making sure he's in an obedience position, which is a sit position. All of a sudden, these kids come out of nowhere. My wife, thankfully, is letting me know that they're coming. Here's our kids, not part of my game plan. Happens to be Lincoln's birthday, and so they're all off, and they saw us videoed, so I'm sure they came by just to see if they can get on camera. You saw me doing my little right heel kick to the butt to get in the sit position. That's unfortunately a bad habit of mine. Here comes the scooter, here comes bicyclists, here comes all kinds of stuff. I put the dog in a down position. So I transition from a sit to a down, making the dog go into obedience position while there's things happening around. That gives me the leadership position, right? So, all right, that's some great stuff, right? All right, so we took this dog who actually bit somebody, which I didn't tell you at the beginning because I didn't want you to get all worried when you saw my kids and all that kind of stuff. But let me show you now. So, or actually, let me tell you the story first. So the handlers with their dog, the owners of this dog, and he's a pet Malinois. He's not a police dog or anything like that. They're out front. They're having a good time with their friends and their family and just enjoying the day over there in the desert area of Coachella Valley. And the phone rings. The phone rings, and they realize the neighbor realizes his phone isn't nearby. So he gets up and he runs for his phone. And as he's running for this phone, the dog sees him running, gets up, and bites him. Now, here's the picture right here of that dog bite. So you can see this dog has a history of biting, and he does it. So we already know this dog's aggressive, and so when the owners call me and they say, okay, we already had this problem, and I met this dog before, and the first time I met him, he was actually way worse than what you see on this video here, and then we had this bite incident. So we get him into the Onyx program, and that's what you see now. So we don't believe this dog needs to be euthanized or anything like that. There's just something that need to be reprogrammed in his brain about what was appropriate, what was inappropriate, about love and respect. Our training system is about leadership in the area of love and respect, and not leadership like alpha role. I can't stand that. About being an alpha leader, all BS. It's about being a respectful leader. It's about being a leader that somebody can love. It's about you loving and respecting your dog. And you put those things together and you work on it carefully, and you can change almost any dog. There is going to be that 1%, just like in our society. There's that 1% that needs to be incarcerated or needs to whatever. We need law enforcement because of the 1%, not because of the majority, right? So this dog is not part of that 1%. He's part of our family, of our community, and I think we did a good job. We're on our way. This dog will be in the family, and I think that as soon as we get the humans on the same path as this dog, everything's going to be fantastic. All right. So talk to you later. Make sure you give us a call. Make sure if you have any questions, you email us or call our office, 714-990-9010, or go to our website, falcocanineacademy.com. All right. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye.